You're on the verge of a shift so profound, it could completely alter your life's course. This message has reached you just 2 hours before the curtain rises on your new reality. If you can feel the stirrings deep within, like the calm before a storm, hit like, subscribe to stay in the loop, and drop 77 in the comments so the universe knows you're ready for everything coming your way. Chapter 1. The 2-hour countdown. Fate has brought you here, at this exact moment, charged with anticipation. You may sense that in just 2 hours, everything will change in ways you're not entirely prepared for, but also, you might be more ready than you think. Others might dismiss this time frame, labeling it superstition or coincidence. But deep down, you can feel the beat of something greater. It's like standing on the edge of a cliff, the wind at your feet, calling you to jump. You know these next 2 hours hold the key to transforming from the old you into something unstoppable. Think about how often you've stood on the brink of change in your life. Usually you only recognize it in hindsight, but this time you've been granted the rare gift of clarity. You know the countdown has already begun. During this brief window, illusions may try to drown your excitement, whispering that it's too soon to hope, too risky to dream. You feel their tension. They fear what will happen once you see the truth, because once you do, their grip on you weakens. You'll become unstoppable. Yet tension also stirs within you. 2 hours can feel fleeting, the blink of an eye, leaving you questioning if you can truly shift lifetimes of inertia in such a short span. The answer is yes, if you harness these minutes for preparation, reflection, and unwavering faith. A threshold moment rarely announces itself so bluntly, so treat this as a cosmic invitation. If illusions once chained you, it's time to gather every ounce of courage and confront them directly. The watchers won't understand the impetus fueling your new sense of urgency, but you do. Something in your gut screams that everything is about to crack wide open. Call it an exam or a cosmic checkpoint. This countdown is a chance to align your mind, body, and spirit. Let your final illusions bubble to the surface, then stare them down. Are you trapped by fear of failure, the weight of past mistakes, or the naysaying watchers who question your every step? Challenge that fear head on. Remind yourself that you've already defied logic before, forging breakthroughs that left cynics blinking in disbelief. The illusions that once felt unbreakable are illusions still. You've shattered them before, and you can do it again, in a more potent, decisive manner. As the seconds tick away, you might notice subtle changes in your environment, signs or synchronicities that affirm your readiness. Maybe it's a fleeting thought that brings instant clarity, or a piece of information stumbling into your path exactly when you need it most. Observe these signals without overthinking. Let them boost your conviction that destiny is in motion. The watchers remain external to this dance between you and the universe. Only you can decide how to utilize this final ramp-up to your imminent shift. So let your spirit blaze with anticipation. The illusions that once told you not to trust your instincts are about to be exposed as shadows cowering before the dawn. In 2 hours, you cross into a new realm of possibility. Each minute from now until then is a gem you can use to refine your focus, gather your faith, and stride into the unknown with unwavering resolve. The watchers, unsure whether to scoff or stand amazed, simply can't keep you from your destiny. You have 2 hours. Make them count. Chapter 2. Finding stillness in the storm of emotions. As you grapple with the idea of a monumental shift just 2 hours away, your emotions swell. Excitement battles anxiety, and hope tangles with doubt. You may feel your heart pounding, as if it's forging its own war drum, reminding you that something extraordinary looms on the horizon. Sometimes the watchers try to exploit this emotional hurricane, urging you to doubt the validity of your own feelings. They might label you oversensitive, naive, or unrealistic. But you're no stranger to emotional intensity. You've walked through heartbreak, soared in triumph, and survived illusions that told you not to dream. This moment is just another testament to your resilience. Consider that emotional waves aren't an enemy, but a clue. The surge in your chest signals a truth that your mind alone can't articulate. Emotions, when harnessed, become navigational stars in the darkest nights. They reveal which illusions still coil around your psyche and which truths guide your liberation. The watchers might cringe at the idea of trusting your emotional barometer, but you recall how many times ignoring it led you astray. Each strong feeling can be an internal alarm or compass, steering you closer to or away from illusions. Yet be cautious. Emotions unbridled can swirl into chaos, especially under the pressure of a ticking clock. In these final 2 hours, you're prone to overreaction, snapping at loved ones or burying yourself in frantic busyness. That's precisely how illusions reassert themselves, twisting your perspective so you act in fear rather than clarity. Instead, you can choose stillness. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Ground yourself in the present moment. Imagine each exhale pushing illusions out of your system, each inhale fortifying your determination. This simple discipline can anchor you in calm, making your emotional state a powerful ally instead of a storm. Stillness isn't passivity, though. It is a dynamic process, the calm center of a spinning vortex. Within stillness, you can sense which illusions are trying to rope you back into self-doubt. You notice the watcher's voices echoing in your mind, the remnants of old constraints. In that noticing, you develop mastery. You see illusions for what they are, ephemeral narratives, easily dismissed when recognized. You shift from reacting to responding with purposeful clarity. The watchers might consider stillness a form of evasion. They might say, shouldn't he do something more concrete? But you know that your capacity to affect external change is directly correlated to your internal harmony. In a world that worships frantic motion, you dare to harness the quiet power of a centered spirit. This is especially vital now. With so little time before the shift, any wasted moment in confusion is a gift to illusions, hoping for one last sabotage. Observe how your calm resonates outward. People around you might pick up on your settled spirit, potentially softening their own edges. In your unwavering stance, they see a reflection of deeper truths. That's the essence of your emotional mastery, turning fear-laden storms into catalysts for a greater cause. If delusions once thrived on your chaotic heart, they now crumble under your unwavering gaze. And as you harness emotional stillness in this countdown, you become unstoppable, forging a path that leads you squarely into the shift that's about to transform everything. Chapter 3. Confronting the voices of unworthiness. Even as your mind and heart settle into a determined calm, that small, persistent voice of unworthiness might creep in. It tries to sabotage your final approach, stirring questions like, why me? Or, am I truly ready? The watchers often echo these doubts, fueling the notion that maybe you're not as special as you think. And yet, if you look back, you see a pattern of resilience. Time and time again, you overcame challenges that would have broken the faint of spirit. This track record speaks louder than any illusions. Why does unworthiness surface so vehemently at this pivotal moment? Because illusions unravel fastest when confronted by a destiny that demands more of you. This shift you're about to enter is no small step. It's a leap that calls for you to inhabit your true power. Unworthiness is the last-ditch effort by smaller energies to keep you from ascending. If they can plant seeds of self-doubt, you might sabotage your own blessings. The watchers amplify this narrative, some knowingly, others merely parroting the illusions that shape them as well. To silence these voices, you must bring them to the light. Denying them only gives them stealth. Instead, you affirm your worth by recalling the trials you've survived. You speak aloud, I am valuable. My experiences shape me into someone who can handle what's coming. This is no empty mantra. It's a stance anchored in evidence. Each heartbreak, each minor triumph, each moment of unwavering moral choice, these add up to a spirit robust enough to steward the blessings that arrive in the shift. Sometimes you'll need an ally or a mentor to mirror your worth back to you, clarifying that you are indeed prepared. Seek them out if you sense yourself wavering. Let them recount your strengths, your leads, your unheralded sacrifices. The watchers recoil from such supportive voices, for they feed illusions that keep you small. But a genuine ally sees beyond illusions, glimpsing the diamond in the rough. By hearing their reassurance, You reaffirm what you already know deep down. You've done the inner work. You deserve to claim the next horizon. Remember also that unworthiness is a universal demon that touches everyone, including those who appear ultra-confident. The difference lies in who acknowledges it and pushes through versus who cowers. You, chosen one, would not cower at this final threshold. You declare that your worth is inherent, not subject to the watcher's judgments or illusions manipulations. In these last hours, especially with the shift looming so close, stand firm in your knowledge that you have permission. No, you have a cosmic directive to move forward into territory beyond your old boundaries. By confronting the voices of unworthiness head-on, you free yourself from the final chain that could hold you back. Instead of shrinking, you expand, making room for the lavish blessings poised to descend. The watchers may shake their heads, but your unwavering acceptance of self forms the final piece of readiness. With illusions shattered, you step into your rightful place, arms extended to catch the flood of possibility that's set to erupt the moment the shift hits. This is how unworthiness dissolves in the face of unstoppable conviction. Chapter 4. The Countdown's Crucible of Choice. With the clock ticking, you sense a mounting tension in the air, like an electrical charge building before a storm breaks. The watchers might remain oblivious to your internal meltdown, but inside your mind whirls with a sense of urgent expectancy. You realize that in these last hours, you must choose your posture, your mindset, your next action. It's not just about being open to the shift, it's about actively preparing to harness it. Part of you wonders if you should rest, preserve your energy, and wait for the shift to spontaneously happen. Another part roars that you must push forward, exploring every possibility or risk missing this cosmic wave. The watchers might give you contrasting advice, some urging you to calm down and be patient, others prodding you to act now or lose everything. The illusions swirl, seeking to entangle you in indecision. This is the crucible. Will you fold in confusion or rise in purposeful clarity? The key is intention. If, after this moment, you decide your best preparation is stillness and reflection, do it wholeheartedly. If you decide to act, picking up a phone call you've delayed or finalizing a dream project, then commit fully to that path. It's the half measures that illusions feast on. The watchers have always thrived on your indecisiveness, using it as proof that you're not ready for your destiny. So in these fleeting hours, either stand still with absolute presence or surge forward with unstoppable will. Both can be correct if they stem from genuine conviction. Know, however, that illusions love to disguise caution as wisdom. They might whisper that waiting is safe, that if you let this shift pass unobserved, you can keep living in a comfortable bubble. But your soul didn't bring you this far for complacency. The reason you even sense the shift is because a part of your spirit demands expansion. This is bigger than your fear or the watcher's disapproval. It's about fulfilling a calling that transcends mere logic. So if illusions attempt to lure you into passivity, remember that the shift is a singular moment you can't recapture once it slips by. If you do choose action, channel all your faith into each step. Let your movements be a dance with destiny, unencumbered by second-guessing. The watchers might mock your sense of urgency, but they don't hold the blueprint to your soul. You do. This is your show, your test, your next rung on the ladder of becoming. Time is short, 2 hours at best. But that's enough for a soul ready to obliterate illusions and claim higher ground. Embrace the tension of the countdown. It's the pressure that cracks illusions, forging you into a vessel robust enough to handle the shift's magnitude. By the time the clock hits zero, you'll either be in position, mentally, emotionally, or physically, to let the flood of blessings in, or you'll be rooted in illusions, watching your chance sail by. The watchers might say it's all drama. Let them. You stand in the crucible of choice, forging an alliance with your own destiny. The illusions will do everything to rattle you, but you've come too far to yield. Breathe deeply, settle your mind, and get ready to meet your future at the stroke of the cosmic hour. Chapter 5. Unleashing your final intentions. Time is slipping away. Some watchers dismiss your goals as fantasies. Others say the shift is hype. Yet you feel each second pulling you towards something monumental, a threshold demanding crystal clear purpose. Now you refine your final intentions, forging a binding contract with the universe that will spark to life as the shift arrives. First, decide exactly what you want. No half-hearted demands, no hazy hopes. Whether it's financial stability, profound healing, or the reveal of your life's calling, name it with unwavering focus. Illusions love to overcomplicate what's truly straightforward, but the universe responds best to clarity. This isn't the time for tepid, I guess I want phrases. Instead, declare, I now claim a higher stage for my gifts, or I fully welcome unconditional love. Let each word hum with truth. Next, infuse your intentions with genuine emotion. Let your heart pound. Feel the surge of possibility. Illusions crumble under emotional conviction. Watchers might mock your passion, but you know that a lukewarm affirmation changes nothing, while a soul-stirring intention can open entire universes. You may wonder if your ambitions are too big, mending a broken family, clearing a massive debt, igniting a social revolution. Why not? Illusions once caged you with that notion, but you've outgrown it. You stand on the brink of a shift watchers can't fathom, so let your intentions mirror your destiny. The universe never flinches at your boldness. Illusions do. In these last moments, visualize your success. See yourself in that new job, that elevated relationship, or that expanded sense of self. Watchers dismiss it as daydreaming, but you know illusions thrive on apathy. Vivid visualization starves them, fortifying your belief. Finally, release your intentions. No begging, no clinging. A warrior doesn't plead for triumph. They declare it. Your role is clarity and the felt sense of fulfillment, trusting the synergy of your soul and cosmic order to do the rest. Watchers can only watch. In a matter of minutes, your entire frequency could be remade by the unstoppable wave you've summoned. Illusions may scurry, watchers may puzzle, but you stand steady, intentions set like tempered steel, ready for the shift to stamp them into unstoppable reality. Chapter 6. Embracing the shift as it unfolds. The minutes slip by and tension peaks. Suddenly you sense an unseen threshold cracking open, a hushed pause as though the universe itself is about to exhale. This is the long-awaited shift, the moment illusions have dreaded and watchers have scoffed at or silently feared. You did your work, quieting the mind, confronting unworthiness, shaping an intention that defies doubt. Now you witness your own metamorphosis in real time. At first, it may feel like a soft wave of exhilaration, maybe a tingling scalp or a warm glow in your chest. The watchers see something in your eyes or your posture, but can't explain it. For some, the shift brings immediate external signs, a life-changing message or a sudden, illuminating conversation. For others, it unfolds internally, an unshakable calm, piercing clarity, or a sense of alignment that redefines your choices. Illusions make a last-ditch attempt to undermine you. It's just a rush of emotion. Nothing's changed. Yet that's like telling a newly emerged butterfly, it's just flapping in the breeze. You know better. The watchers might lean closer, searching for cracks. They find none. You've stepped into the shift, a permanent expansion that makes illusions look small and dusty from your elevated vantage. This doesn't mean life will now be frictionless. Challenges may arise, but your approach has transformed. Where fear once held you back, you now meet obstacles with creativity and fortitude. Where illusions once whispered retreat, you stand firm, eyes open. That is the mark of the chosen. Adversity becomes a chance to hone your unstoppable nature. If the watchers clamor for proof, you can shrug. Your metamorphosis isn't for spectacle. Some watchers, sensing your authenticity, may grow curious. Others remain stuck in their illusions. Either way, you keep moving, fueled by the shift's momentum. Focus on channeling this expanded energy into real actions. If your intention was love, invest daily in heartfelt connections. If it was wealth, stay alert for inspired ideas or partnerships. Every opportunity now glimmers with synergy. Commit wholeheartedly. The shift demands active participation to manifest results. In a quiet moment, you might feel a private triumph. You recognized illusions, confronted them, stood firm despite the watcher's glare, and now you embody the shift. Not long ago, you were perched on the brink of the unknown. Today, you stand as living proof that illusions crumble when met with unwavering conviction. The watchers can only watch while illusions scatter like shadows under a rising sun. Chapter 7. Striding Forward in the Afterglow. The shift has happened, and you feel its radiant afterglow, a certainty that nothing will ever be the same. The watchers sense it too. Some admire you, some resent you, others remain puzzled, but you no longer need their validation. You found a reservoir of power that illusions can't taint. Now your task is to live each day in harmony with this newly expanded self. Begin by reinforcing the transformations you've experienced. Each morning, recall the truths revealed in those pivotal moments. You're no longer bound by outdated stories, and where illusions once made you cower, you now stand taller. Some watchers may test you, intentionally or not, to see if you'll slip back. You must keep a steady conversation with the universe that birthed this shift. If you cultivated a ritual like journaling or prayer, continue it daily, even briefly. This helps you remain attuned to cosmic signals so you're ready for future expansions. More shifts lie ahead. Staying in communion ensures you don't lapse into spiritual amnesia. Reflect on the blessings that surfaced. If your finances improved, keep the flow moving. Invest wisely or support causes aligned with your clarity. If relationships deepened, nurture them with honest communication and selfless care. The watchers may question your motives, but you act from abundance, not a need for approval. Each step radiates the unstoppable synergy of a soul that has transcended illusion. Remain humble in your achievements. The illusions you dismantled could spawn new forms of pride, blinding you to lingering vulnerabilities. True warriors recognize that complacency invites illusions to rebuild. The watchers can't do your introspective work. They might even cheer you on, luring you to stagnate in overconfidence. But you know the path: continuous refinement, unwavering vigilance. Your breakthroughs will spark inspiration in others. Those who once doubted you may come to realize they too can break free from illusions. Some of the onlookers might even turn into allies, eager to learn your ways. Share your wisdom when it's sought with genuine intent, but protect your energy from those who simply wish to drain it. Stay open and compassionate, yet wise in your discernment. By doing this, you demonstrate that illusions hold no power over those truly committed to their own freedom. As you move forward in this newfound clarity, you become unstoppable, revitalized. Every new day is a stage where your awakened spirit performs both small and grand miracles. Illusions shrink back. The watchers observe, and you step into life with a confidence that defies reason. You've proven that illusions fall apart when confronted with unshakable faith. In this evolving reality, you craft your own destiny with each breath, building a legacy beyond what any onlooker can grasp.